Everybody, it's Mamimi, she, her. It's Kuso Advent. Today's game is... I need somewhere I can actually look at it. Zuno Senkan GALG? GALG? Our goal is get 20! Exclamation mark! Or more parts! Notes, it's an antiquated shooter. Shoot everything to find parts! Exclamation mark! And secrets. And content warning, old game could have flashing, probably does. So, let's see how that goes. I need to get 100 parts? No, I need to get 20 parts. Okay. So I just need to get 20 parts? That sounds easy. We're not very knowledgeable about shoot-em-ups. Like, not that we don't play them. I mean, we kind of don't play them. They're not really our super... We like a good arcade shoot-em-up once in a while. But... for our purposes, it really is that kind of like, we're not good enough, so... Oh, that was a part. Is this a part? No. Okay. Like, we're not really good enough, so whenever we actually want to play a shooter, it helps if it's the kind where it's like, oh, you have unlimited lives. You just put in, like, arcade tokens, you know, to play more. But virtually? I don't know. We should play more shoot-em-ups. They're fun. The one we played this as a kid, and I don't know. It's still like a high point for us. Oops. Is Dinosaur Island by SNK? I like that one. And that is partially because we played that as a kid at some Disney. After it was like one of the childcare things at Disney. They would have free play arcade games there, which we thought ruled because it's free play arcade games and we're a child. Of course that would rule. Isn't that gonna kill me? Yeah. Okay. B doesn't seem to do anything. Select doesn't seem to do anything. A seems to be the only button that's doing anything for me. That's nice. It's very nice. Yeah. So, I don't know how this game's gonna go for us overall. Because I don't know if we're super good at shooters. And bad ones sure sounds even harder, but... just gotta get 20 parts. And so far, our high score is 1. I can destroy those. Seemed like last time I wasn't destroying them. Okay, everything's just kind of set, though. So getting 20 parts is just get as far as... I died. What hit me there? I thought I was safe. So getting 20 parts is just getting as far as the 20th part is. I gotcha. I don't know if we're gonna be good at that. Well, it is the Advent. We are here for a while, at least. Oh no, I smell supper cooking. I almost wanted to save this until after supper, because I was like, I don't know, supper's on the way. I was like, I don't know, it's a little shoot 'em up. How long could it take, Michael? Like, 5 minutes? 10? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, but there's plenty of time before supper gets here. This might take more than 10 minutes. Uh-oh. I still don't have... Okay, I can't... B does nothing. B does nothing for me, apparently. Checking and making sure I haven't, like, remapped B somewhere. No. I don't know. We do weird shit. I forget what we pulled up. No, I think it was after the Beat Mania. We were immediately like, we need to remap and start back to normal, or else we're gonna play a Game Boy game again and be like, why won't start work? Because when you remap stuff, you forget about it. It's bad. It's real bad to do that. I look forward to seeing, like, more of this stage someday, besides, like, the opening and then the worms kill me. That'd be nice. I bet the rest of the stage is real cool. This part of the stage is nothing, but the rest, once you see the stage in full, oh baby. Like, are there no power-ups or anything? No, not like a extra shoot or something? Can I get more gun for gun? I guess not. Oh, which way should I go? Which way should I go? I'll go left. I have to make a choice, and it will be the wrong choice. Oh, no. Right would have fucked me over badly. Okay. I'm in area 2. I have no lives and 1 part. Great. Oh, I got a Chivo. Can't say I didn't get that, at least. Oh. I was gonna say this just looks like Area 1, and then the frogs appeared. I was like, well, we didn't have frogs before. Sure did not have horizontal frogs. Ooh, it's a second enemy part. That's 2 enemy parts, baby! We're already 10% of the way there! Hold on, I'm doing math. I think it's 10%. Yeah, it must be 10%, because 2 times 10 is 20. So each part we get is 5% closer to completion. Think about that, baby. It was left last time, so I guess I'll go left again. Am I getting better at the game, or... Oh, it's Area 4. Oh, I went all the way to Area 4 now. Great. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. Oh, no. Okay. So what I want to do... Yeah, that's great. Can I go back to the start? What I want to do is try and get a run of Area 1. Oh, food is here. Oh, it looks so good. Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is do 1 more run and then pause the game and eat some food. And come back. It's distracting me. It's distracting me. I'm not going to play good no more. Because the food is a distraction. Like, is this really, like, just go through, like, 20 areas and survive, though? But yeah, what we want to do is get through Area 1 with enough lives that we would feel okay making a save state at the next area. Because I don't want to make a save state with 0 lives. I feel I can do a little better than that. Ah! I'm ran right into the worm! I was trying to go around it! That's fine. Again, this is... Okay, just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Great. Perfect. I'm gonna eat food and come back to this. Okay, I am now well fed. Let's get those 20 parts. I will set 100 parts, and then it's like, no, I only need the 20. I don't want 100. I mean, if I got 100 parts, I would be ecstatic. So I was looking at the notes again. It said, make sure to blow everything up for parts, which does not seem to be helping me because I am, like, blowing everything up, but I figured maybe I'll make a bit of a, more... Oh my gosh. Oh, that was close! A bit of a more effort. Golly! Okay, well. First couple rounds are just getting back into it. I figured I'd make some... Right, I'd make more of an effort to try to blow stuff up to see if I can find anything, but I am unsure where things are. Yeah, I need... The first couple runs are just gonna be me getting back into it. Like this one where I just didn't blow up the wall for some reason. I don't know, it just doesn't want to blow up sometimes. and then after those runs, you're gonna see me, like, mash through this. No problem. Not a single problem will be encountered on that day. Sure, right, yeah. Definitely. Definitely real, definitely going to happen. Not a dream, not an imaginary story. Not... What was the other one they'd like to use? Alternate world? I don't know. I mean, it's so... I love Silver Age comics. We love Silver Age comics covers so much, because they would make the cover at DC. At DC, they would do this, not at Marvel. But then, DC and Marvel had very different Silver Ages. Marvel's Silver Age is like, oh, here's some of the best comics you'll ever read. And DC's Silver Age is, Batman can only eat hamburgers, find out why inside. Like, I'm not saying Marvel's Silver Age are necessarily the best, but I would argue that, like, Stan Lee's run on, Stan Lee's... I have to put the words together again. Hold on! I think Stan Lee actually had a pretty good cap run during the Silver Age. I think that's with Jack Kirby as artist. That's the one that introduces Falcon, I think. This Spider-Man is, like... all of the good Spider-Man stuff is in, like, Stan Lee's Spider-Man run. That's a bit of a lie, but a lot of the good stuff comes from that run. Like, I think that run is tops. I think Fantastic Four is tops. I say Stan Lee, but note that at Marvel, artists were basically telling the story as much, if not more, than writers were. Because, I talk assuming, like, oh, everybody knows the Marvel method, right? And I'm like, I don't actually know how well known the Marvel method is. If you don't know the Marvel method, so what Marvel would do in, like, the Silver Age is the writer would come up with an idea. And then, like, the writer would do, like, an outline of the book. Like, a basic idea. Like, I don't know. Let's say... So if I go right, will right be the correct way instead? Is this like a, well, I can actually save state. Actually got here with a couple lives. Alright. Alright, baby. Like, the Marvel method is, like, someone would make up an outline. Like, I don't know, Spidey fights Doc Ock. And that would be what Stan Lee would be like. I do not know this area. I did not go to Area 3 before. Uh-oh. So Stan Lee would, like, give a very basic outline to the artist. In the case of, like, classic Spider-Man, it would be Steve Ditko or John Romita Sr. And then the artist would basically do, like, the whole book, and then Stan would come back at the end and put the dialogue in. You're like, wow, that sounds like a kind of crazy way to make a book. It is. I don't think it's a good way to make a book, actually. It's a very artist-forward way to make a book if you're doing it well. The problem is they weren't really crediting how much the artists were doing in the storytelling, and that's pretty much what destroyed Jack Kirby. Like, Jack Kirby, not Jack Kirby himself, Jack Kirby's time at enjoyment of being at Marvel. Because he kept, you know, making all of Marvel's... God damn it! He kept making all of Marvel's best stories, and Stan Lee was like, yep, I made all of those. It was just me. I would be pissed too. But yeah, meanwhile at DC, what was going on in the Silver Age was, hey, I'm the editor. What sells well? Let's see here. Covers where Superman and Lois are married. Covers where Jimmy Olsen is doing something weird. And covers where there's a gorilla. Okay. So I'm gonna say that this... God, why am I playing like garbage? Is it the comics talk? Is the comics talk making me play like garbage? Like, I'll accept that. I'll accept that. I'll accept that my comics talk is ruining my ability to play. But you can't take away my ability to talk about comics. It's... a woman must have dignity. Transfem Sean Connery, no, don't get transfem Sean Connery as a curse phrase, no. Don't enter that into my mind. And she's still a misogynist, oh no. I don't think that's good at all. I didn't really need to load the state, but... I mean, if dying is gonna send me back to the start of an area anyways, I might as well save a life, right? A cowboy, you know? Gosh! But yeah, so... What was I talking about with DC? Right, so Superman and Lois get married, Jimmy Olsen does something weird, and they like gorillas. So let's say I'm the editor, and I look at this data, I'm like, this is what sells really well. Okay, this month, the cover of Superman is going to feature Lois and Jimmy getting married, while Superman looks on like he doesn't care. Because that's going to be really interesting for the reader as to why he doesn't care. And then I'm going to put down not a dream, not a robots, not clones, not an imaginary story, etc. And then, of course, you read the story, and it's going to be like, oh, actually, they were just holographic projections. Everybody was a holographic projection, and that's not a robot, so you can't say I lied to you. I just think that's great. I think DC Comics knew what was going on in the Silver Age, actually. We read some Silver Age Batman recently. There's a collection out there called Batman the TV Stories, which is all stories that were adapted for the 1966 Batman show. I really recommend that if you like Batman and want to read some classic Silver Age Batman. There's some Golden Age in there, too. There's, like, some Bob Kane... Not Bob Kane. Well, there's, like, some Bill Finger. There we go. I was trying to think of who actually made Batman. Fuck Bob Kane, by the way. So there's some of that in there, but then you've also got, like, Gardner Fox in the Silver Age, and I think there was like a little Neil Adams? No, Neil Adams would have been 70s. But yeah, it's all stories that were then used for the show. It's really fun to see some of those stories and the way the show, like, camped them up, and the way the comics, like, what they took from the comics, what they added to the comics, you know, we love that kind of stuff. And the collection has, like, okay, it has the one where Joker gets his own utility belt, a classic. I completed Area 3, by the way. Now I'm at Area 8? My big fear right now is that I'm gonna get to Area 10, it's gonna be like, well, you didn't get enough parts, so go back and find them again, idiot. Well, I have save states. I mean, we can always redo stuff. Okay, this is an oh my gosh, the popcorn! It's popping like crazy up in here. Where are the secrets? Where are the secrets? I wish to find the secrets, if you will. Oh no. Okay. I don't know how I'm surviving some of these moments like that. I didn't survive that one, because I didn't know how I would survive that, so it just didn't happen. The world runs on belief. And if you don't believe that you can do something, then it just won't happen. There are people who actually believe this. And because they believe that the world runs on belief, the world runs on belief for them. But that's not how the world actually works. Like, the world doesn't actually care if you believe in, like, physics. The world doesn't care if you believe in gravity or evolution. The world just does what it does. You can't be like, well, I believe in things, thus the world has to be the way I think it works. But many people think this way, and that's wild to us. Like, I don't know. Like, this does put me back at the start. Yeah, it does. It sure does. I can tell because I know those graders well. They are my friends. I guess so. I guess they're my friends now. I guess I said that. Why would you make a game for the NES and not even use the B button? Like, have I just not found, like, the upgrades? Is there a second game inside this game that I have somehow managed to avoid all this time? And the game giver's gonna watch our vid and be like, oh, you never actually did this, which would have fixed everything. That's what I feel like. That's what we feel like a lot when we play, like, games without manuals. Games without manuals or any form of tutorial. We just worry that, like, somebody who knows the game is gonna see it and be like, you idiot, you could have just done this. This didn't work because you were holding A the whole time. I was at the split! I was at the heckin' split, I got shot! I'm furious about that one. I'm actually so upset about that one. Oh my gosh. So is this game just... Like, again, I really feel like I'm missing something, but is this just the game? Is this it? Is my goal basically to get through 20 areas to get 20 parts? Like, that doesn't seem right to me, by merit of this is Advent, and that seems like a lot. That seems like a lot. That's why I'm like, I think I'm doing something wrong, but... Well... I only have the information I have been given. So, what can you do? I guess keep playing... What is this called? I don't know. You can look at the top of the vid. I can kind of see it, but I'm also trying to play the game at this moment, so reading the top of the window is kind of hard. It's Zuno Senkan GALG. That's what we're calling it. GALG. So clearly this is meant to be like a Gallagher. No. A Galaga. There we go. Like, is this meant to be like a Galaga side game or like a ripoff or something? Was Galaga like... Was calling yourself a GALG in Japan just like the term for I'm gonna do something that's like... That's a shoot 'em up? Remember when, the first FPSs were called, like, Doom-likes? Like, if you made an FPS in, like, the early era, it was gonna be a Doom-like. It's just what people called it. We still think it's so funny when people were like... we need to make a new genre term for Metroidvania because non-gamers don't understand that. Which, one... We remember being on the Nintendo forums and people, like, in the 2000s, and people didn't know what a platformer was. I don't think Metroidvania is the only genre with this problem. Like, some people still don't know what an RPG is. Like, there's people who think Zelda is an RPG. It's like, no. This is 0% an RPG, unless it's Zelda 2. This is an adventure game. And we're debating, like, oh, Metroidvania needs a new name. It's like, for who? Who benefits from this information? You saw somebody come up with the name, oh, we could call them map makers, or map fillers, because that's what you're really doing, is filling in the map. It's like, I don't want to play a game whose genre... If I'm a non-gamer and someone was like, oh, man, you gotta check out this game, it's a map filler, I'd be like, wow, that sounds boring as shit. That's worse than Metroidvania for us. Like, if we're gonna make this, like, some sort of, like... We need to explain this to non-gamers. One, that's a stupid battle to have. That's frankly a stupid battle to have in any sort of genre space. To try and make a genre more understandable for people who do not even enjoy the base art? I don't know. That's not our audience, is it? Why is that still functional? Why did that hurt me? Why did that hurt me inside my soul? Like, I think if we really wanted to rename the Metroidvania genre, the things we would need to be focusing on are the exploration angle. Like, I would call them exploration action games. If I was really wanting to badly, like, redefine the genre, which I don't need to. I mean, roguelike exists. Roguelike makes no fucking sense. Unless you already know what rogue is. And nobody knows what rogue is. Well, you know, gamers know what rogue is. But I'm saying as, again, if I'm taking the side of the non-gamer, they're not gonna know what a roguelike is. Because that doesn't mean anything unless you know the genre already. But, like... Again, I'm... Like, do we need to redefine what a slasher movie is? Because you could presumably not know what a slasher means? Like, that's how I feel about that. Because it just eventually comes into, well, we need to redefine our whole medium so people who don't know the medium will know what's going on here. And it's like, I don't think we need to do that, actually. I think Metroidvania works fine as a title. It's like, well, nobody knows, the other gamers don't know Metroid Castlevania. It's like, well, they're not gonna know what I'm talking about with a Metroidvania then anyways. I'm probably gonna have to do a ton of work explaining the basics of the genre anyways. I'm so bored. I'm not even frustrated. I'm just kind of bored with myself. Like, I don't find this game boring. I'm just... The way in which I am playing it is boring to me, which is... I have to eventually get through this stage without getting hit. I don't know, there's just... Maybe it is boring. Like, I don't... Where are my power-ups? You're supposed to have power-ups in a shmup, right? How do I get, like, cool weapons? Where's my spread shot? Where's my homing laser? Where's my rocket launcher? Stop bothering me, you little bee. You flea. You bug. You thing under a rug. Why are we in such a rhyming mood today? I don't know. Rhyming? I swear, it's an autistic skill to be good at rhyming. Because I saw some Tumblr post where someone was like, I'm autistic, and I'm really good at rhyming things. And it's an incredible skill to have, and I feel like we should be like... Should we start a rap career? We're good at rhyming things. Like, there's a lot more to rap than that, but like... I don't know. Feels like if I'm good at one thing that rap needs, like, we could at least like start down that road, right? I don't think we want a rap career. I don't know. I think, like, you know, sometimes you have fantasies. I think being a trans girl rapper would be cool, but I also don't think that's what we're going to do with our life. It's tough. It's tough sometimes being plural, because you have like 800 ideas of what you could do with your life, and then you're sitting here playing video games because you remembered you're disabled. And that's what you can do, is play some games. Play games for the internet, occasionally make an AMV. I don't think... Okay, so we have technically started our next AMV. We have technically gotten like a whole 10 seconds of footage of our next AMV together. I don't think that's gonna be out until, like, well into next year, though. Like, we're doing a Jujutsu Kaisen AMV. I think by the time we actually finish what our ideas, Season 3 of Jujutsu is gonna be out. People will be like, why did you make this AMV? We'll be like, well, we started working on it before the season started. I don't know, we just do what we like. Our main audience for our AMVs really is ourselves. Like, we do actually go back and watch our own AMVs. Cause, what killed me? Cause more than anything, it's just that we stand there in the shower sometimes, listening to music, and we start thinking like, man, this would make a good AMV. And we have to do the AMV in our brain, though, because we don't actually know all the bits yet. But then we make the AMV, and that's... I hate how rarely those side things fire, and then it's like the worst time imaginable. Oh, I decided I'm gonna fire. Like... Once we made an AMV, we will actually, like, stand in the shower, like, listening to the song in it, and remembering it in our head. Remembering our own AMV, just because that's why we made it. So we could remember it and be like, yeah, that was pretty good. Now we can think of this specifically anytime we hear the song. Why? Why? Like, there's no fuzzing way I am getting to 20 enemy parts. I think 20 is way too tight a goal, is way too big a goal, unless I am absolutely terrible at shooters, and that's the problem here. Or somehow I'm supposed to be finding more enemy parts, and none of them are spawning. I'm gonna hit B. B does nothing still. I want to... I want to hit B. Because I'm like, what if B is the secret button that unleashes every enemy part? Like, how do I blow up those glowy things if they don't give me nothing? That seems like it should give me a thing, right? It's gonna turn out like I'm on the... I have to have a different core. I'm on, like, the wrong core or something. Yeah, Zuno Senkan GALG only works on Mike's Famicom Buster 89. Why? Why would I put any of those words together? I put part of our username in there. It's tacky. It's terrible. It's the lovely. We're gonna have a good movie day tomorrow. We're doing another non-Saturday movie day with Jay, because he's busy this Saturday, but it's gonna be a good one, I betcha. I betcha. Got some good ones lined up for him to pick from. Tonight, we are watching by ourselves, the Laurel and Hardy Babes in Toyland, which sounds like it'll be fun. Whoosh. There's some Babes in Toyland out there that isn't very good that we know of, but I don't know. There's like 800 movies called Babes in Toyland. Every time I run into a wall, something feels out of my control, even though I have complete control. I don't know. Maybe it's the madness coming down. Yeah, die frogs. You don't belong in this world. I hate it. Yeah, I'm really starting to come in on, I think there's something I don't get about this game that is that's gonna prevent us from completing this. I'm gonna still give it an hour. Because I could still make it through this stage. I could still make it through some stages and be able to at least point and say, well, I got this many parts. And that's better than having to point and say, well, I gave up. Well, I stopped. God damn it! On Ship Mountain. Like, nothing dropped anything. Unless it's the fact I'm holding down the bullet the whole time. And thus that can't be the case, though. If the game was gonna lag from too many bullets, it would do that thanks to the enemy bullets. Or if the game was gonna have some problem with the bullets. I refuse to believe... You know, if I tap, I'm actually a little faster than just holding. Oh, okay. I see. In that case, what I really want to do then is go to my config. Auto fire. Let's put that on that button. No? Maybe I have A and B mixed up. Hold on. Oops. Because if I'm trying to get it so I can, and clear that one. How do I clear it? Escape. Oops. Huh? I was trying to clear it. No. Okay. And then that one. Okay. Let's try this. Nope. Still don't work. Okay. I was trying to... Well, I tried. And I failed. I tried to set it up so it was on turbo. So then it would be mashing it instead of holding it. And then I could... You know... Like, And if I config... Wait. Should not be messing that much with my config right now. Okay, that is A. I am pressing A. So that should be B. Kill me. It just doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe it has, like, turbo disabled. I have my mouse cursor on screen. I'm sorry. there's a nice plus. So we have our cursor enabled, and I think that's kind of a dumb idea, but the plus of it is that if the mouse cursor is on screen, it's gonna bother us too. Like, that's the reason we don't worry about having our mouse visible too much, because if it was one of those cases where they're like, oh, having the mouse in the middle of the game doesn't bother us, then we wouldn't do it. But it does bother us. It bothers us a lot if our mouse cursor is at all visible while we're playing the game. That's not, you know, just mouse-based. Hi, I didn't. Hi, bye, 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 bye. But it does mean that if I wanna go faster, I do have to mash. I don't know the actual plus of this versus just holding it. I'm gonna go back to just holding it. My finger's getting tired. That's why we don't like mashing and why I would just like to be on a heckin' turbo button. But can't do it, can't do it. Nope, no way, no how. I'm not allowed. Not allowed to... No turbo allowed in GALG. I got Chivo. That's pretty cool. We are about to cross over the 1% threshold on Retro Chiefs for softcore. We're really close to the top 1% of softcore Retro Chievers. Which is funny to us, because we don't really, like, Chivo hunt at all. We just play games. I think we play, like, enough games that we're picking up a bunch of, like, extra Chivos. I mean, some of it's from, like, this, but also, like, Licensed Gamehole gives us a lot of random games that people have made Chivo sets for. It's funny. It's just funny to us. Because it's funny to us anytime we're not trying that hard, and that's like, oh, actually, you're doing really good. And we're like, oh, thanks. That's actually our ideal for life. I don't think the YouTubes are quite at that point yet. The YouTubes are more like, ooh, I'm trying really hard, and... I don't know. I'm gonna cut that combo. Cut it, rewrite it, throw it out, second draft it, put it in a barrel and send it to Malaysia. Yeah. Why am I so bad at this game? Why? I don't like Area 8, I've decided. Area 8, more like Area Hate this, because I don't like it. I'm gonna stop playing this game and never play a shoot 'em up again. Because all I'll be able to think of is this game. I will play more shoot 'em up sometime. Are there any good, like, licensed game shoot 'em ups? There's gotta be some licensed shoot 'em ups. I know about, like, what do they call it? Area 88 on the Super Nintendo? Isn't that licensed? Or maybe they made, like, some sequel to it? Or, I don't know. I don't think of licensed games when I think of shmups much, but there are, like, I guess Batman, Adventures of Batman and Robin on one of them two systems that it was on. I don't remember if it's the Super Nintendo version or the Sega or the Genesis version that's more about, like, the auto-scroller shoot-em-up-y stages. I know one of them is, oh my god, I made it through Area 8. Anything could happen in Area 10. Which area is this? Legit. Oh, it is Area 10. Okay. You want to give me some more parts? I could use more parts, by the way. My other biggest fear is that it's going to turn out, like, stuff does appear, but because I've been holding it, because I've been holding the button, I've been destroying it all before I even see it. I don't think that's the case, though. I don't know. Something is wrong. Let me put it that way. Something is wrong here. And I simply do not know what about this game I am not understanding that prevents me from knowing what I'm doing wrong. But something is wrong. Unless the goal really was beat 20 levels of this game in a row. But talk about parts and secrets, and I ain't seen a single, like, secret. Like, the notes are, like, blow stuff up to find parts and secrets. And I have not seen a single part in anything I have blown up. The only parts I see... I got a third life. That's pretty cool. The only parts I see are the ones that I pick up during the stage. I am not being like a pacifist. I am killing. I am killing and maiming and... The third thing. There's a third thing? Kill, maim, destroy? Am I destroying? I am destroying. I'm doing a lot of destruction. So I don't know what I'm missing! Like, this... At this point, I'm just like, there's a trick. There's a trick to this, and I don't know it. And without that trick, I might as well be screwed. I might as well be in a goddamn dumpster for all it matters, because I don't know the trick. I'm trying... you see, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to blast a little softer, because I'm like, oh, I bet I'm just blowing up the parts, but it's not true, is it? I will murder your family, gun. I will take your family. I was not ready to play. I will take your family to Murder Town, you gun. And you'll be like, oh, I'll just shoot whoever I see next. And then I'll walk your family right by you and you'll shoot them. Because you're a stupid turret who likes to shoot me randomly when I'm coming by and you give me no chance to react to the fact that you have woken up and fired at me. And I'm gonna make the same thing happen to everybody you love. I don't know. I'm in a vengeful mood today. What's with that? Do we have, like... Okay, we have, like, headmate categories. Do we have vengeful headmates? Do we have, like, a category of vengeance? I'm not in that category, surely. Oh, that's way too psychological for Kusogrande there. Okay, well, I got an answer. I did get an answer. But I'm not gonna say what it was. You know, there's a good post on Tumblr. There's a good post. There's a couple good posts on Tumblr, if you know where to look. There's a really good post where someone made art of their persona, question mark, wearing a shirt that says, I know having the bad childhood disorder is kind of weird to be around, but it's too hard to mask. Like, it's weird having to tell everyone you have the plurality disorder because it makes people think things about you, but masking our plurality would not make us happy, so we'll just let people think whatever they think. I can kind of talk about whatever at this point, because I just don't think anybody's gonna make it through 40-ish minutes of GALG. The beans in France are quite nice this year. Why, I believe I shall go for a carriage ride. Clicker-clacker, clicker-clacker, clicker-clacker. Oh my! My beans, my French beans, they look so good. Oh, who are you? I'm a robber. Give me all your cash. Oh, but my French beans, look at my French beans. Click. What are you doing? Whoosh. And that's when he throws, the robber has thrown a match at the French fields full of French beans. My beans! You don't remember me. But back in the day, back 100 years ago, you might remember. you gave me some beans. And I said, thanks for the beans. And then later you were like, pay me for those beans. I was like, I thought they were free beans and that's why you gave them to me. I do remember you. Now you don't got any beans, do ya? What is your true name? It's Albert Einstein. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. I just imagine Albert Einstein's head on Duke Nukem's body. When you put your hand on a stove for a second, it feels like an hour. When you spend an hour with a hot girl, it feels like a second. That's relativity. I'm losing it! I never had it. I don't even know why we bother saying I'm losing it. I think what I'm losing it really means for us is less I have lost it and more I have lost the thread of meaningful commentary to say about this game. Oh, goodness. So do you think we're on, like, some alien planet? I completely forgot the paragraph sentence of text that was at the start of this game that explained why we were doing what we were doing. Now all I could think of is all your base, which is not helpful in any way. Do people still like all your base, like, as a meme? I'm talking, like, old heads, too. Not like new kids, not like Gen Zers or Gen Alpha or whatever, who stumble onto all your base and go, whoa, that's funny. That's a different person. I mean, like, people who were there. Do y'all still like all your base? We still kind of like all your base. So, I think all your base kind of... Our dad still thinks of it as, like, the one thing for, like, bad translation. I think that's kind of why we've fallen out of favor of it. I mean, it was everywhere for a while, but I think that is more... When something becomes the hallmark of, like, something like bad translation, like Zero Wing or Backstroke to the West, it's funny for a minute, but at some point it does become, I want to see something else, because we've already memed the hell out of this. Like, what was Do Not Want? Yeah, Do Not Want from Backstroke to the West was everywhere for a bit. I hate you, Mr. Turret. They don't fire, except for the times when they decide, oh, now's the perfect time to fire. And the perfect time they decide to fire is when I am right by them and have no time to react to the fact that they are about to fire a bullet directly into my plane, destroying me instantly. Sheesh! So what is that, our fourth part? So that means we made it to 20% of this challenge. If I could get to Area 11, or 12, or 13, or 14, or 15, or even Area 16, I would be quite happy. Because then we'd have 25%, and that's like a quarter. I guess I'd still have to find the part. This is... Yeah. I'm about ready to stop playing this game, and our time is almost up, too. I think I played for like 8 minutes earlier, didn't I? Junko has shrugged. Do I have anyone else to talk to besides Junko? Okay. Chiaki has also shrugged. Helpful. Very helpful, both of you. It was about 8 minutes. So yeah, if I get to like 50 minutes on this second session, I will feel like I have played enough GALG and can then upload this to the internet and ask everybody, hey, what did I do wrong? What am I missing? I think the thing that would most anger me would be to find out, like, the reason it B does nothing is because, like, we were in the wrong core. Like, I know we have B mapped. I know we have B mapped. Because we play NES all the time. We were playing NES earlier this tourney. We played NES, like, last recording session. We played Predator, and that worked fine. I miss Predator. I miss Predator, Genba, Domen. Predator's Bizarre Adventure. Whatever that game's called. Carly! I was trying to dodge it. I saw the bullets coming, I tried to dodge, and I went down for some reason. And I had to go back up, because I went down for some reason. Never playing a shmup again. Why do I keep thinking I can get by on the right there? I can't! I can't! I can't! My shoot button has just stopped working. I started using the control stick just for jokes, and A has decided it's no longer going to work? Huh? What the hell? Is this working now? Well, great. Hey, I got it working again. Okay, wait. I got it working again. No, I'm not done then. I got it working. I think I accidentally turned on turbo mode. I did not even know we could just set turbo up on our controller. I didn't know we could just do that. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what happened, but lesson was learned, and I will play a little more game to make up for it, because I don't actually know how much time I spent trying to get that working, because I was at the point of, well, this isn't gonna work anymore, apparently. I'm just gonna have to shut off the game and troubleshoot this and miracle it. I would like to get through Area 10. Okay. My current time is 48 minutes. I'm gonna go to 55 minutes on my recorder to make up for the time I lost messing with my controller, and we'll see what I do. I swear. I swear. I swear. I swear. I do swear. I swear a lot. I use a lot of swears. It's who I am. This is who I am. But I swear. I don't know what goes on with my controller sometimes. Like, I almost worry the 8-bit though is too fancy for us. It's too nice a controller. It has too much functionality. Like, being able to turn turbo on automatically. That's too much functionality for someone like us. We need a really basic controller for a basic dumb idiot like us. Can't be having a controller that has its own, like, opinions and, like, functions and things it can do that we don't even know about. Like, we would have known if we'd ever read the manual, which we haven't until right now, when I was like, how the hell do I turn this off? See, the problem is, sometimes, I don't... The problem is I'm playing GALG. That's the problem. At least I know how to turn on turbo now. My controller. That would have been great back when we were playing Mark Echo. Off-screen. Off-camera. I'm playing Mark Echo. It's not a good game. It's okay. If you're really like graffiti, and you're like, I want something a little more realistic than Jet Set Radio, I think Mark Echo's alright. As a game, it's kind of a mess. And as an advertisement for multiple capitalistic products, while trying to say it is a fight the power dystopia, it's confusing. It's confusing the messaging it has. Like, there's literally a level where you go to the mall, and there's, like, stores in the mall that are, like, some of the actual brands that sponsor the game, like Apple and Mark Echo and third brand that I know is there, but I can't remember the name of. And you can paint over, like, the Morebucks, the Starbucks parody in the mall. But don't you dare touch any of our products with graffiti. That would be terrible. It's like, hypocrisy. Like, you can't be like, Starbucks bad, my big clothing brand good. Also, apparently Mark Echo has tried multiple times to get more of that video game universe off the ground. Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure, that's the name of it. We always want to just call it Getting Up Under Pressure, because I think that's a much better name. But yeah, he keeps trying to come back to it. You could go on the Wikipedia page for the game. It's like as recent as like the last 5 years, he was trying to get a new Getting Up project off the ground. Like he tried to get a sequel off the ground. He tried to get like a TV series. He's tried to get a movie. He apparently blamed like the performance of the game on like, well, you can only do so good on a system without a hard drive because this was a PS2 era game. And it's like, well, people didn't like the Xbox version more, did they? Nope. It sounds like you're blaming the hardware for people not liking the game instead of making a game that works really well with the hardware. Like, it's okay. It's an okay game. Again, if you like graffiti a lot, and you're like, man, I want a game that lets me, like, meet the graffiti masters and also put my own graffiti up and replicate, like, the feeling of, like, climbing a billboard. Like, there's one level in that game where you're rappelling down, like, the side of, like, a freeway wall or something. I don't know. It's, like, the area above a freeway tunnel, and you and another guy rappel down, and then you have to do, like, you have to race him to finish your picture before he finishes his. That level's really good. That's probably, like, the best level in the game. It's notable that's the level where you don't do any of the other parts of the game that suck, like the stealth or the combat. I love games where it's like, you get the one level where none of the game is there, and it's like, this is the best level in the game. It's like, well, it's not like the stage in Modern Warfare, but it's like that feeling the first moment you played Modern Warfare, and you got to the point where your guy dies in the nuclear blast, and you just have to play him crawling away before he dies. That's a phenomenal level. That's like part of a level, for one. That's not even the whole level. For two, you don't really do anything during that. You just gotta crawl. And then die. Like, there's a whole level before that, which is a pretty good level, but it's that moment that stands out to everybody. Because it's the part where you're not playing the game. For a while, our philosophizing was like, the best part of AAA is the part where you're not playing the game. And that's the part that really matters in AAA game development. I think we're really philosophizing this because we were playing Uncharted 4 at the time, and some of the... Like, one of the best moments in that is that level where you're just, like, walking around your house and looking at stuff, and then you play, Crash Bandicoot against What's-Her-Name for Who Does the Dishes. It's like, this has nothing to do with Uncharted. I love it. I've been playing... it's about 55 minutes. I'm gonna call it. I don't know what I did wrong with this game. I don't know what the secret is. I don't know if there is a secret that I'm missing or if I'm just bad at it. See you next time for whatever the next Kuso advent is gonna be. Bye, everybody.